For years, fans around the world have wondered when Andrew Garfield, the charming, witty, and fiercely private actor, would finally find the kind of love that lasts. Known for his magnetic performances and heartbreaking roles, Garfield always kept his real-life heart under wraps. But now, after years of speculation, heartbreaks, and tabloid rumors, it seems the Spider-Man star has finally swung into his own real-life fairy. Recently, cameras caught what fans never expected. Andrew Garfield walking through the streets of London, hand in hand with a woman believed to be his wife. A soft smile on his face, and most stunningly, a baby tucked gently in his arms. The actor, once the poster child of Hollywood's most eligible bachelors, looked calm, grounded, and completely content. The question on everyone's lips: who is the woman who finally captured Andrew Garfield's heart? And how did this all unfold away from the spotlight? Let's take you back. Born in Los Angeles, but raised in the UK, Andrew Garfield's rise to stardom came with critical acclaim, red carpets, and, of course, massive fan attention. From The Social Network to Hacksaw Ridge and his unforgettable turn as Peter Parker in The Amazing Garfield's career was never in question. But his personal life, that was a whole different story. For a time, he was romantically linked with Emma Stone, his co-star in the Spider-Man series. Their chemistry was undeniable, both on and off screen. Fans rooted for them, adored them, and when the two split quietly in 2015, it felt like a collective heartbreak across the fandom. Though they remained friends, Garfield seemed to disappear behind a wall of privacy, choosing to protect his personal world from the noise of celebrity culture. For nearly a decade, he was rarely seen in public with romantic partners. Interviews remained vague, and he often deflected questions about marriage and children with charm and grace. "I believe in love," he once said during an interview, "but I also believe in protecting something sacred." Many took that to mean he hadn't found it yet, or if he had, he wasn't about to share it with the world. And then, just like that, the whispers began. Over the past year, subtle sightings of Garfield in quiet European towns, away from the hustle of Los Angeles or New York, started circulating on fan pages and Reddit threads. But no one could confirm anything. Until now. This past week, the world finally saw what seemed impossible for years. A casually dressed Andrew Garfield, wearing a navy blue cap and sunglasses, strolled through a leafy London neighborhood with a young woman by his side. She wasn't a Hollywood actress or a recognizable model, just a serene, naturally beautiful woman whose face lit up every time she looked at him. Beside them, in a soft cotton sling resting on Garfield's chest, was an infant, a baby, and not a friend or a siblings, judging by the way he held the child, protectively and instinctively. This was very clearly his. The photos have gone viral, but not in the usual explosive way. There was a tenderness to the moment, captured in stolen frames. Garfield laughing softly, the woman brushing a strand of hair from his face, the baby's tiny hand gripping his shirt. The reactions online have been overwhelming, not with gossip, but with joy. "He deserves this," one fan wrote on X. "Andrew Garfield finally found his peace, and I'm crying in public." Another post read, "He kept this private for so long. I love that he's living his best life away from the chaos." So who is the mystery woman? While her identity hasn't been officially confirmed, several sources close to the actor have hinted that she's a British artist completely removed from Hollywood. A source revealed she's not interested in fame. That's what Andrew loves. She lets him be Andrew, not the actor. Reportedly, the two met during the filming hiatus after Tick Boom, when Garfield took time off to recenter himself, following intense back. The source continued, "It was quiet, simple. They met through mutual friends in London. What started as friendship just bloomed naturally." Friends close to Garfield have said this relationship is different. He's never been more relaxed, more sure of himself. There are no grand red carpet debuts, no carefully staged paparazzi shots, just real moments, family moments. "Andrew has always dreamed of being a dad," said a friend, "and now he is one. He's over the moon. He carries the baby everywhere. He's changing diapers, doing night feeds. He's all in. The idea of Garfield, the man who once melted hearts with emotional monologues, now being a doting, goofy dad, is almost too perfect. But those close to him insist this is his dream role. What is perhaps most impressive is how he kept this chapter of his life hidden for so long in a world obsessed with exposure. Even as rumors swirled and fans speculated, Garfield remained completely silent. No cryptic Instagram posts, no interviews hinting at fatherhood. Just peace. It speaks volumes about his commitment to building a life based on authenticity, not attention. It's a lesson many in Hollywood are slowly learning, but Garfield has mastered. Protect what matters. Since the photos emerged, there's been no official comment from Garfield or his reps, and maybe that's the most beautiful part. There's no PR rollout, no announcement, just life unfolding in real time. For fans who have followed his journey, from heartbreak to healing, this moment feels like a long overdue reward. One fan wrote, "We watched him lose. Emma watched him carry that grief for years. He never lashed out, never looked for pity, and now he gets this happiness. He earned it." Looking back at his interviews over the years, the pieces begin to fall into place. In 2021, when asked if he believed in traditional family structures, Garfield gave a thoughtful answer. "Love can look so many different ways. It's not about labels. It's about connection, about truth. And when you find ITU, protect it with everything." At the time, it sounded like philosophical musing. Now, it feels like a quiet promise he was already keeping. What lies ahead for Garfield isn't clear, and he probably likes it that way. There's talk of him taking a break from acting, of possibly directing, or working on smaller, passion-driven projects. But more than that, there's talk of him simply living, taking walks, drawing with his child, sharing quiet dinners with his wife, building a home that doesn't need applause to feel complete. One question fans keep asking is whether Garfield will ever introduce his family to the world officially. But if history has taught us anything, it's that he's likely to keep things close to the chest. Still, those rare moments when the curtain parts like this one offer a glimpse into a life that is more meaningful than any award or headline. It's love in its purest form. It's what Garfield has been seeking all along. And finally, after years of waiting, he's found it. As we wrap this emotional chapter, let's take a moment to appreciate what this really means. Not just for Garfield, but for anyone who's ever felt like happiness was just out of reach. His story reminds us that patience, authenticity, and choosing a quieter path can lead to something extraordinary. It's not about timelines or expectations. It's about being ready when love finally arrives. And now, for Andrew Garfield, he's no longer the Hollywood heartthrob searching for connection. He's found his person. He's a husband. He's a father. And in every frame of those quietly powerful photos, one thing is absolutely clear: he is happy. If you're as touched as we are by Andrew's journey, hit that like button and subscribe to the Celebs Empire for more beautiful stories from behind the spotlight. This isn't just another celebrity update. This is a love story, real, raw, and incredibly human.